What's up, brothers and sisters? We are finally complete, and I am going to show it all to you from start to finish. Well, we're 99% finished, but finished enough to give you guys the full room showing. And I'm not going to take you into every detail of every statue in this collection, but I'm going to show you the setup, and I'm going to discuss on the building of the module cases. If you guys follow prior videos, you guys know I was giving you updates on the whole building process, which was miserable, but well worth it to me. Before we go any further, I'd like to give you guys a little story. That's what I do. I like to give stories. How I got into this whole collecting field. I think it was like early 90s or something. I was playing some professional sports, and when I quit, I was a big baseball fan because that's what I did. It was AA. I wasn't on TV, so don't get excited. You're not talking to a superstar here. No big deal. AA, overrated. But I started collecting sports memorabilia because I was an athlete. So I started accumulating lots of it throughout the years. And then I want to say about mid-90s, some of you young guys probably won't remember the X-Files program. Had a girlfriend of mine at the time that was very into it, and so was I. And for one Christmas, she bought me a statue of the X-Files, and I still have that statue today. And I was immediately hooked on the whole idea of the way they put this figure together and how great it looked. And I still wasn't all into it yet, but I was fascinated by the product. So, and I knew one day that as this technology of building these figures got better, I knew that was the road I was going to travel. So she actually kind of pushed it on me again for another gift. It was a little Lord of the Rings golem statue, and I still have that. And that one was kind of like the one that I was like, yeah, you know what, it's time. And so I started making small purchases. Not as much, I was still into the sports thing. I still, had that athlete fire in me. But that's how I got into this game. And you don't need a lot of money to get into it. It's an expensive hobby. And you hear some guys on the waves talking about how much they pay for statues. I think you guys know who I'm talking about and how much money they make. You know what? This is not a pissing contest. If you see my collection, I have, statues from $30 to, 2,000 or whatever. But again, it's not a pissing contest. If you start the smallest, it is what you can afford, and that's what I kind of like to keep my collection. So everybody's invited to the party. It's not just like, wow, I wish I had that, I wish I had that. That's not what this is about. It's, whatever you're into and whatever you can afford at the time of your life. That's what my collection's about. And you can see it growing from price range, obviously, straight up. As you get older, you're gonna make more money. I'm an average guy though. I don't even make six figures. I'm a fireman, so I don't make a lot of money. I risk my life every day, but I don't make a lot in return. If you want to work the overtime, you can. I'm too old for overtime. That's it. But next week I'm about ready to go back into the blaze, so I wanted to put this video out for you and let you guys share it and tell me what you think. And we'll get right in on it. Let's dive in. We're gonna start downstairs with the pictures, and we're gonna lead into the room. And I'm looking for every comment possible. I'm open to ideas. I'll take you through the vision I had a year ago up until today. my brothers, and that's what you all are, brothers and sisters. Here we go, brothers. I like to call this the Wolverine wall. That's the view from the top of the stairs. All right, you ready? Buckle up, guys. Here we go. All right. I'm not going to get into too much of the details of stuff. All right. That's my counter. Kind of left that open. I think I'm going to put a picture there. I don't like to clog the room with pictures, but I have room, I believe, for 2 more pictures, and I think one's going to go right there. I'm going to leave the middle open. Kind of bathroom I haven't set up even sweet. The Harley, I had these towels made with Harley. I wanted to make this bathroom a villain bathroom. Poison Ivy. Put a ledger down on the floor, a little mat. Just something to kind of, you know, electrify the room or the bathroom a little bit. All right, here goes the first cabinet. I made some changes from the updated video. I moved the Star Wars from down there, which was buried and you couldn't see. I moved the Terminators up forward, so now you can get a view of everything that's in the bottom case. And I moved some things around in here, so I was able to create a little more space and kind of set it up pretty good. And I think the Star Wars guys look great up there. So that's this is the horror sci-fi section. Put these guys up there. Owen and Blue, Godzilla, King Kong. Then you swing around. I was able to get a little creative up there with the Matrix and the Crow. As far as like hooking up the plugging system, I did Wi-Fi, and you guys, I told you in my past video I was having issues with the Wi-Fi connecting it to it. But I was able to hide the plugs till I'm ready to get into detail with the Wi-Fi system. I don't have the time right now to deal with that shit. So I was like, you know what? Let me camouflage them really well so you cannot see pretty much any electrical wires showing at all. I really put a lot of thought into this when I put it together. And then over here, I actually put, if you guys take a look, right back there, I put the wire, and there's a little switch on the side, and we fire it up from there. So that's how we started all. And I did that throughout the room. So nothing is really showing. So I kept it extremely, extremely clean. I mean, about as clean as I possibly can. I mean, but yeah, that's how I put that together. And you guys all know the stories behind the cases, the wars that I had with these things. But you know, after about a month of figuring it out, finally got it down. But up here, put the little Avengers set up here. One day, I'm believing I'm gonna do a whole X-Men setup up there. Bigger statues, because I got the Wolverine whole section right here, and I think it would go perfect right on top of that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with these guys, but that's down the road. I'm not too worried about this stuff right now. Okay, let's go down. The Marvel section is a little light. I know you guys, I've told you guys that I don't want to add anything else into this room, but I may have to. I mean, I just don't have enough Marvel space, or I may have to adjust the movements of some of the statues and kind of start drifting down into the DC section, maybe to lighten up my DC section. But DC just continues to put out good statues. That's just me. All right. There was a couple people knowing how the Thanos stood up against other 1/4s. This is for you guys. I think he looks fabulous in there. He is the bigger one out of them all. As far as weight and his size, holds up really well with the rest of the 1/4 scales, but kind of put my own little Infinity Battle in there. So we got an Infinity Battle, we got another Infinity Battle going on, and then we kind of got a little bit of everybody in this one. So what do you guys think? A few guys that asked me, put them next to it. I hope this answers your questions on that, and we'll go from there. All right, any other questions, you guys hit me up. So, did the Wolverine case. This whole cabinet is for the Wolverine. As you know, I'm a fan, so. All right, next one we start getting into the DC stuff, but old school Wonder Woman and Superman, Iron Studios, Tweet Ahead. And then down here, I kind of set up my own little Justice League battle going on in there. I think that came out pretty cool. We got the Flash back there. So kind of set it up as a little battle going on. Got a little creative with it. All right, and we got the Joker section right here. Put him in the middle. That statue right there from Queen Studios, I love it, but I'm deadly afraid of it. One shake, he's got no key. I mean, there's nothing to key him on that bench or anything like that. So one shake, he's coming forward and he's probably getting damaged, and I'm not happy about that. But hopefully I kind of secured his foot pressed up tight up against the ledge of the base. So hopefully that will keep him locked in pretty significantly, but we'll see. Put another little Justice League setup down there. And yeah, it's just all creativity. You know, like I said, pricing, you do what you can afford. But if you guys really want to get into the bigger stuff, I suggest you do it slowly and you do it right. You get your cases first, how you want to display them. I know we're all looking for the cheap way out, but to me, if you guys like these cases and you're saying it's too expensive, I would just get one, hold on to it, and build your collection that way. I know when we first start getting into this stuff, guys, we want to buy everything, and I get it. It's almost like, it's almost like getting tattoos. You can't just have one. But that would be my, excuse me, that would be my advice with you guys, just getting started in this field. Get one case. If you like these cases, get one, whether it costs $300 or whatever. You can fit 3 statues in there, and you start building your collection that way. Go case first, and then, and then build. All right, let's go over here. Set this little setup over here on top. Module Case offered these top shelves, and you just lay it over here. It's wood, and obviously it can hold a lot of weight, and it's great to display statues on top of it, bigger pieces and the little ones. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to be able to put all all these big guys in cases, but it's not going to happen due to space, and so that's not going to happen. So this is where they're at. And like I said, I thought all this out before I built this room. All right, there you go. There's another little Batman surrounded by a couple of Jokers and a couple of Harleys. I think that looks pretty sweet. Down here, we obviously got more room, and things are going to be changed around. You know, this was kind of like an empty case, and I was like, hey, let's just give these two guys their own case for now. All right, now here's what I did on this little setup back here. Again, you know, the wire system, I could have put it behind here, behind the wall, but I chose not to because I didn't want the setup to be pulled out too far away from the wall. So I figured it would be hidden over here, and this would be a good place for it. And you know, like I told you guys, I was having problems with Wi-Fi, and I still am, but I have this button right here, I click, and that's my on and off button, and I did it throughout the whole room. And then yesterday I went to Best Buy and bought a little wire hider. So I mean, it camouflages it. It doesn't really count, it just cleans it up. And cleanliness, if you have a clean setup in your room, your statues are going to look phenomenal. When everything gets too crowded, then it just doesn't look right. All right, let's get back over here. I'll show you over here. Did the same thing here. I just got buttons until I figure out how to mess with my Wi-Fi router, and this is gonna work for me. So, and one day I will take a day off and get into it, but I didn't want to deal with it now. All right, put Joker up there. Had that vision. He was gonna go right in the middle. I told you guys I don't like pictures behind statues because it takes away the view of the room as well as the statue. So I'm not going to go down that route. And you guys that are just getting into this, that would be my suggestion to you. If you notice some of the guys, like, you know, I don't like to mention people, but like Flankster or something like that, there's a million things behind a statue. His room just looks like clutter. I mean, yeah, he's got a lot of high end, and he makes a lot of money, he claims, but that's just it's just too much in there, and you got to keep it clean to make it look really, really good. My light down here, I'm gonna get to Best Buy and get that wire in here, or maybe order on Amazon when I get a minute, but that's why this guy's not lighting up. Put the little Deathstroke in there with him. Sorry about the glare, guys. All right, but then we down here, the view, put these three guys down here, put the little things in front of the TV. This was the little Batman I bought yesterday for, you know, 20, 30 bucks. I had to buy it, man. I saw it and I was like, what? I was like, I know exactly where that's going. That's it, right in front of the TV. All right, this is the other setup right here. You know, these 150 max shelving is you can move them around. So I had to put Ledger in there just on his value and safety reasons. I definitely don't want him tipping over. So I put him down there, kind of tilted him a little bit to the side, shows him better. I wanted to put him on the left side of the room, but there was a little speck of light that comes in, and I don't want anything fading his outfit, his jacket or anything like that. So, I mean, even though this room is 99%, those shades I had put in here are 99% UV protected. Over time, it may show a little fading. So I built the shelf. I tried to keep it high so it doesn't take away his view. So I was able to put these little guys in here. And up here, did the Batman Noel. Put a little couple statues around him and set it up that way. And then we go over to the Alien Predator side. Most of you guys saw my review of that Predator. And I was going with the mask version, but that that unmasked version was just too sick to give up. So I was like, nah, that's how it's going. So that's the setup. I put the mask in the front from the Sideshow one, and I think that looks pretty sick. That little setup right there, with the alien pictures right on each side of it. And down below we got the alien cabinet. That one in the left-hand corner, that was the first statue I believe I purchased on my own, all the way in the back. I don't even know who makes that, but I kept that. That and a Wolverine. I don't remember the years, but I did purchase them, a Boeing Wolverine, and I still have both of them. And I can never part with those pieces. So that's the alien setup. All right, and this is, to me, that one's the Holy Grail right there. And I put it right next to the Bible too. So he looks badass. I dig him. That was the one that started it all, along with those little guys down there, the King Kong, Golem, and I even have a Russell Crowe Gladiator hiding under there. Those are all old school, and I just can't part with those guys. And I think they kind of fill out that little cabinet right there, that little setup right there. And so guys, that's the setup. Hope you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoyed displaying it for you guys. And remember, this field is not a pissing contest. Whatever you can afford, you get. And but do it right. Don't waste money when you know you're gonna go. When your vision is bigger, do it the right way. Say, hey, I'm just gonna get myself one. I'm gonna put a deposit on something, and every month I'm gonna pay whatever, 50, 100 bucks until it's done in 2 years. Remember, this is a lifelong commitment. If you're into this stuff, you grow it as you keep getting older, you know. So don't look at it as they're like, oh man, I want it right away. I want it right away. Don't do that. That's not the way to do it. Do it over the long haul. All right, brothers. Hope you know what. I'm gonna give you guys a vision of it in the dark before I shut this down. All right. That's what we'll do. All right. Where else? We got lights. There we go. Here's the vision. Okay, don't forget it's sunlight out there. So that's it. All right, brothers, you guys be safe, and until next video, you know me, I answer all the questions. Take care.